A sua empresa está na corda bamba e você não sabe direito o que fazer? Para cada obstáculo, para cada desafio, você sente que tem que dar umas 1000 piruetas? Então assista o meu bate-papo de hoje com Linda Gosselin, vice-presidente de RH do circo mais badalado da atualidade, o Cirque du Soleil. Olá, eu sou o Carlos Mello e o Siga o Mestre começa agora. Linda Gosselin, bienvenue au Siga o Mestre.
Merci. Obrigada.
Obrigada, très bien. Est-ce que vous allez bien?
Très bien, oui.
C'est un plaisir de vous recevoir ici au Siga o Mestre.
Merci.
Mais j'ai un problème. Mon français, il est rouillé. Alors, est-ce qu'on peut parler anglais ou mélanger un peu d'anglais et un peu de français?
Certainement.
Pas de problème?
Pas de problème.
Alors, on va commencer. I would like to know how in 24 years you guys managed to create one of the strongest brands in terms of corporate business executives recruiting and artist recruiting in the world compared to brands such as Coca-Cola and Google. What is the magic? What is the trick?
I think by asking the question, we're going to answer it because the show of cirque, I should say now the shows, because we have so many shows all around the world, are really magic for people. They can really evoke various type of emotion and senses so that everybody will find their count when they're going to see a show of Cirque du Soleil. So the quality of the brand is really based on the quality of our shows, the talent that we have on stage and the talent that we have behind the stage, because it's really a team work to build these shows. And from the day first, I would say day one, Cirque has always pushed their limit to really create new shows, to go further, and really to create an environment and a show that will, I would say, create emotion to people. We have nice opportunity with Cirque, but we are very selective in the type of shows, in the type of city we're going to decide to go. In our partnership, we are very, very careful about who we're going to choose as our partners. So we have very good partners in Brazil, and our next touring show is going to be created by an artist from Brazil.
Who is
Deborah Coker.
That's
exactly.
Right.
I wanted not mix up her last name. Yeah.
Are you telling us that she's going to be responsible for all the creativity of this tour?
Of this tour, yeah.
Is this the first time a Brazilian does that?
It's the first time that's a Brazilian, and this is the first time that this is a woman.
Wow.
So it's
a landmark.
It's a landmark. So.
Linda, you come from Bombardier, one of the largest multinationals in the world. Yeah. And now you are responsible for the HR area for Cirque du Soleil. Yeah. What is the difference of being an executive in Bombardier and being an executive of HR at Cirque du Soleil?
It's a very good question. I would say spontaneously my first answer will be that at Cirque people are attracting to this organization by passion. They are passionate about their job. They are passionate about something sometimes outside of the job. They are very interesting with the entertainment world. We have a lot of artists within our walls at Cirque du Soleil. I would say a few years ago, after I joined Cirque du Soleil, I had to go through the process of performance evaluation. And we do not call that performance because at Cirque, performance is really dedicated to our artists. And this evaluation was really similar to other organizations. And I thought we need to have something stronger than that because the Cirque is growing a lot. And we're going to need to ensure that we're going to preserve the culture of Cirque. So we need to reinforce the values. We need to reinforce the behavior that we really think that are important for Cirque.
Never seen passion as a competence.
As a competence
for the previous companies.
For the previous companies I worked for. Because we are a lot more traditional in our way to measure, I would say, or evaluate people, so you won't find passion. But for Cirque, passion is a driver, is a main driver, so it was really important to enhance that element within our I would say, in our evaluation. And there's another one that is also really specific to Cirque is creativity. Creativity, it's not something that a lot of companies will be comfortable to ask their employees, their managers, and their top leaders to re-question the way we're doing things, re-question everything, being in a position to say, is there a way to be more efficient? Is there a way to be more creative? Is there a way to be more, I would say, more on top of our industry?
Linda, how is it to recruit, to manage, and produce efficiently people coming from 40 different countries with 25 different languages?
It's a big challenge, but one of our, I would say, important elements is all of these different nationalities are working for what we call une œuvre commune. I don't know how
œuvre commune.
Commune. I don't know how you translate that.
Uma obra comum.
See, we have languages barriers at certain, I would say, moment, but after a while at Cirque, they learn other languages, so they're able to be well understood, and they're able to express themselves very well.
When you recruit all the personnel,
Yeah.
they don't have to speak French.
They don't have to speak French.
This is not mandatory.
This is mandatory for Quebec,
Okay.
but this is not mandatory for employees and artists that are going on the road.
Okay.
Or living, I would say, in Vegas or
Orlando or London,
or
Macau.
Macau or Tokyo, because we're going to have also a new show in Tokyo, permanent show. So no, they don't need to speak French. And what we do, we give training in English and French. It depends where you are. In Montreal, we're going to give training in French, and on the road for the tours, we're going to give training in English. And we also educate artists that are minors, and we also educate children of the artists. So we have, as an example, one of our artists that has turned 18 years old, and she did all her studies, elementary and what we call secondary, in
Cirque du Soleil.
at Cirque du Soleil. She's one of our first students promoted with her degree, secondary degree with Cirque.